National Scrapbook Day is coming up, and we have these amazing tools. This one is the Sunflower Border Punch. And what other things do we have? There is this one that is the Spring Blooms. This is from the Equinox collection. It's a very fun one. And let's see, what else do I have here that I want to use? I think with those, there's plenty here. And I guess a couple of the new inks, at least one of them. All right, like I said, getting ready for National Scrapbook Day, playing around with these punches, and there is so much that you can do with them. Now, I watched Karen McDermott Rolfe, and she had some really good ideas on the centers of these. This is the Cycling Circles Border Maker cartridge, and this makes the larger circles. And those can just be popped in very nicely, and they fit perfectly. However, if you want a smaller one, I tend to lift these things up with the little sticker lifter, or if you want to add another smaller one to it, then that would be this, let's see, where's these little circles. And of course, the name escaped me just now, but anyway, it always does when I'm on camera. That makes the circles a little smaller. And then you do have the handheld, and these are even smaller yet. So there are lots of options, 3 at least just right here, for the little circles in the middle. But let's talk about maybe making your own and some of the other variations. All right, I'm going to start with this one here. And this one has, let's move this over to here. This one is punched out with the yellow, and then I cut I punched out a black one and I cut it in half. And then it's just really easy to go ahead and put it on by matching it up. Now I may need this for something else. I'm not going to necessarily match it up, but I do want to tell you that the little leaves go a certain direction, or yeah, the petals. So that, notice how those petals go this way, but I reversed some of them just for fun, and I'm going to show you that quickly. I don't know if you can see the reverse petals. This one is not reversed. They're all going left, these humpy ones here. But this one, there's that going right. This is going left, left, right, right. And when I did it that way, it kind of made it a little bit more, circly, and it's quite easy actually. So let's see, I'm just going to grab this scrap here. If you start upside down like that, get all my trash over there, and then turn it and just match it up with whatever was there. And you'll notice it doesn't quite want to match up. And there's a reason. Because now that little petal is going to the right, that's going to the left. So these two are to the right, that's it to the left, because I turned it. Again, who would ever notice? Oh, look what I just did. I just made a big mess here, huh? But if you're doing matching with it, like I'm trying to do with this bottom piece, it may not match, but nobody is looking, huh? Except the people that are really, really detailed. So anyway, that's kind of something fun. All right, so you match that up, you make it like this, and you have a little tiny white down the middle because it doesn't have the black because we cut it off. And it looks fun that way, doesn't it? All right, so then I looked up daisies. So this would be like a daisy type. There are all sorts of daisy colors, which I did not know. And this base is actually from this new BMC also that's called the Vintage Post. And so then I inked with a little bit of this rich cocoa ink. I can read that one. And it just made it stand out a bit. Do you see it on the white? It stands out there. And it made it pop. All right. Now this is a fun one. This one is when I looked it up, it said a Gloriosa daisy has the yellow in the middle. I'm gonna hold it up here. The yellow in the middle and then the black in the middle. And so to do that, I took one of these and I just cut out this middle piece here. I know we have these beautiful flowers and then I'm cutting them out, huh? But you'll see there's some other fun things. And then now this one is a little bit, you know what, I'll cut it a little bit smaller, but I'll try not to get it all uneven because I want them as even as possible. Let's see if that works. So then when you put it on here, it just kind of nests inside. I don't know if you're able to see how it just nests in there. And then you put one of these up there, and there it is. Now I have this one a little bit smaller, so it nests a little bit better. Let me see, I guess I can, I was gonna leave this bigger, but let's see if I can get that one to nest a little bit more. So suddenly there it is, now it's nesting. When it fits it perfectly, it looks like it's coming from the bottom. When you do it yourself and you pop it in there, you're like, wait, is that underneath or is that on top? It really is on top, but it nests so perfectly. So speaking of that, when I did the same to the red, but I left it a little bit bigger, and then the yellow, and look how that nests, and then let's put it on this Island Waters, which looks like an aqua. And maybe this one is the better one. I have a couple samples here. It looks like the New Mexico Zia. I might need some black in there, but you know, the little symbol. So look at how it just nested, and it has those colors. Look at this. Isn't that fun? All right, I know I have a little crookedness there, but it doesn't matter. It's fun. Okay. I think I got those covered. Oh, not this one. All right, so did I talk about this one? This one, this center, these looked a little bit more like, not peonies, but a little bit different. And so I thought maybe this, let's see, I just needed, oh, well, I'll use this one. That one is the cut one. This one is the little tiny one from the Spring Blooms. And I just went clip, 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 because that's what the picture shows, you know, that they're just kind of, and then when you splay them out a bit, see how they get splayed out, I guess I didn't clip that one. But then it looks more like that Gloriosa daisy with a little bit of this in the middle. And there you go. So then it looks more authentic to what the picture of it is. Fun, huh? All right, so it's a nice combination to combine using this. All right, let's look at a few other things. I think I went through all of this. How about this? Oh, wait, I forgot one. Oh, my goodness, it's the fun one. This is the one I forgot. All right, bring this back. It only has to be this one. I'll bring this one back. This is the white. So like an aster, perhaps, right? A white one, and then, or a white daisy. And then I inked it with this yellow dandelion pencilet. I have no idea. I can't read it. And this was a leftover from making another border. Who knows which border? And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to thread it? And you know what? It threads super nicely. So you know all those little pieces that you have that you save because you might be able to do something with these strips? Well, it looks really good threaded in. And you can see it's not that difficult. A little time consuming, yes, but not difficult. Okay, so I'll do one more just so that you can see the effect. I like the effect of this. All right, there we go. So I'm just gonna pull it all the way back over there. Now, hopefully you can see how beautiful that is, but as you can see, I put one of those little blings there. So I should put a few more on. Let me send this one down so I can put a few more blings on there. And I love these enamel stickers. I really like them because they don't poke up a lot. And of course I have a lot of them. I should use them, huh? Let's see, maybe every other one. Would that be a fun one to do? Ooh, look at that. That's starting to look pretty, isn't it? I like that. Okay. Yellow maybe, the little yellow star. That would match. Okay. I like that. All right. So there we go. Pretty, huh? It even looks good on this background with that partially punched thing there. Looks good. Okay. You may wonder why this one was cut out. It's amazing that you can even cut these out and you can't tell. Did you see that I had cut them from there? So you just find a spot here and cut it out. Now, why would you cut it out? I don't know. Part of it was I needed a center that was navy for something, and I thought, I wonder if I can cut it out and will it show? And like, it doesn't even show. And then I had this other one that I had cut from something else, and it nested nicely. And I thought that really nests nicely, so let's keep it that way. Anyway, so I just wanted a smaller one that was off, that was not circular. So that works, and it doesn't even look like you cut anything out. I mean, it doesn't look like you cut this flower apart because it goes together again. All right, that one is a fun one. I like that one. All right, let's see what we have here. This was something I worked on right at the last minute, and I thought, well, I'll just put it on the paper here. The little tulips here. So really a quick lesson, just a quick lesson on this. If you do strips, so I'd have a whole bunch of strips, just scrap strips. This is the easiest way to get little flowers. So you're just gonna punch, punch, punch. Oh, don't punch your finger, I almost did. Oh my goodness, look how pretty. Oh yeah, I already did that, didn't I? It's just so pretty. Pop them into there. The leaves, it's the same. Do I have any green cut? No, how about a tulip? Let's see. Let's make a little pink tulip. So the same thing, you're just gonna pop it into there and just keep going. And it gives you the little tulips. And because you've cut it, this is 3/4 of an inch. You can do an inch also. Then whatever it cuts afterwards, it doesn't matter. I had cut a bunch of the leaves, same way. I think I did a 1 inch on that one. And then on this, I think this one is called this paper is on the bright side. It has this on the back here. And when I did this sunflower in brown, and I put I did not attach them because I wanted to be able to show you. I put these tulips as if they were a flower. So I'm going to make a flower out of these tulips. Let's see if it turns out. I might need 5 of them, huh? So and it just seemed kind of like tulip, a flower out of tulips, I guess, right? Okay, my first iteration was cuter because I didn't have my hands under a camera, but that's kind of a fun flower, isn't it? Made out of tulips. And maybe a few more leaves or something. You can do less of them. Instead of 5 of them, do 3. And just turn this instead of unsticking them all. So there it is again, and put a little leaf under there. If you can pop that under there, I guess I should do that. And then you have that type of a flower. You can do it with your pinks. Those are random different pinks. You can do like that. And then the little leaves are just really fun actually to put anywhere. So let's just put these leaves over here. So these are the leaves again from the, let's put some flowers on here from this Spring Blooms Decorative Build-A Punch. I'm got all these little leaflets here, leaves, and you can just tuck them in wherever you want on the sunflower. And that is something fun, huh? You can tell I didn't really play with these much, but I had some leftover here also I had a leftover piece of this. And these also make a nice little trio with a little leaf there. And a little, okay, that's covering that. Let's do, so the little flowers make a nice little trio. And I don't know, should we add a I keep going to the blue, don't I? Put a little middle piece there, and there's another little flower made out of the 3 flowers. And oh, here's the last one. Oh wait, this one, the last one. No, I got too many here that are just so fun, and now I'm making a big old mess, but that's what you're gonna do. I pulled out the paisley punch, and guess what came out of these? Oh my goodness, leaves. Look at all those leaves. How fun is this? Okay, so little leaves that can be popped in under here, other way, and they look really fun. Okay, I guess they're not as visible on this one, but I think they're pretty fun, aren't they? They could work really well on this tulip. Look at, where's another tulip? That would be kind of a fun leaf for the tulip, right? Okay, so there are those little leaves to pop in wherever you want. And you don't have to make them out of the corner rounder or whatever. You can just pop them in and have them be right there. Aren't those fun leaves? Another little flower here. All right, you know the drill. There's lots of stuff you can do. Now, why do I have this piece here? Because it looked like this, maybe I'll put it on a lighter section, could also be a piece that would shadow here, shadow the, I can't even see through the camera because let me just move this to see what you're seeing. I don't know if you can see the shadowing or if I need it on something brighter, but it really gives it a nice little shadow, and it matches the little the turning design. Let's see, what would it show up better on? Would it show up on the blue? Maybe. So see the turning design? So if I cut this paisley in half, I'm going to have the other side have the same little design that follows this flower. So that's kind of fun, isn't it? Anyway, that's something you can do with the leftover. I was looking for those leaves, and then you could do something like that with the leftover. Okay, I think that, oh no, there is one more. I think that is it. All right, another piece that I was playing with these flowers was this, this is using the new Wave or Curves, Ripple, the new Ripple. And then this one is the older Wavy border maker, cutter. But look how pretty these little pieces are on yellow. Oh my goodness, you can just line them all up and move on down here and just have a grand old time making little pretty flower border. Does this remind you of the olden days when all we did was this? I was just looking through some of my old albums, and this is what we did, and it was fantastic. It was what we had. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm looking through the camera, and it's very, very cute, even though I hadn't made it yet before. I just laid it on there and thought, that's kind of pretty. All right, there you go. Lots and lots of stuff to think about. Is your head exploding? Yeah, my desk is exploding, my work area, and there's just all these ideas coming through. Okay, I can't wait to see what you make, and thank you for watching. I'm Lanita Medina from Camden, Maine.